Hello everyone, I am Emilia.
And I'm Jessica Chen.
Today we are going to introduce Yayoi Kusama.
Hello everyone, welcome to Yayoi Kusama 93rd birthday party. Thank you all for being here. Yayoi Kusama is a Japanese contemporary actress who works primarily in sculptures and installations. Let's give a big applause to welcome Yayoi Kusama. I think most of you have a lot of questions to ask Yayoi Kusama. So I would like to start our Q&A sessions now. Mm, the first question is, what kind of art made you famous?
Well, I cannot directly tell you what kind of art made me famous, since people have their own definition of art. But if you ask me what made me famous, then I will tell you it's the polka dots and the pumpkins.
Mm. So the second is, what does the symbolize of pumpkins in your art represent?
Pumpkins, it was a very important personal symbol of relieving from my own anxiety.
Mm.
I always feel better while looking at them like more stable or more comfortable.
Mm. So when did you start drawing?
I like drawing since I was little, and so do the disease study very early in my life. So maybe it was at that time I started to see the hallucinations that I started drawing.
Mm. So do your parents support you as an artist?
Well, no, not really. My mother against me the most for me to be an artist, and she did not want to face my disease at that time. So she did not even give me financial support because she was unwilling to see me creating. Therefore, in the process of becoming an artist, it was those people who had no relative with me helped me the most.
Oh, it's a really a sad story. Thank you for answering the questions today.
And thank you for your questions.
When speaking of Yoi Kusama, people often come out with her passions of pumpkin and polka dots. Sometimes people might remind of the combinations of the two. Exactly. Kusama is famous for his artwork associated with pumpkin and polka dots. What people don't know is why she kept creating such work. Let's find it out.
Kusama was suffered from schizophrenia since she was 10. The world she saw was full of polka dots. Because of the disease, she hated every plant and flowers, not to mention the stem tubers, what she hated the most. In her eyes, all plants looked evil except for the pumpkins. Pumpkins were generous unpretentiousness and solid spiritual balance. Therefore, she created the artworks to show people how her world looked like. Just as Bodhidharma spent 10 years facing a stone wall, I spent as much as a month facing a single pumpkin. I regretted even having to take time to sleep, said Yayoi Kusama, showing her favorite of pumpkin.
Here's one of her artworks about polka dot pumpkin. It's called Mirrorform Pumpkin. The combinations of two of her famous works. Mirrorform is a base when only mirrors and light dots exist. People who have a chance to go visit it will have a few minutes to get into it. Experience looking at thousands of themselves. People might have some ideas about the mental conditions and the way patients see the world.
The reason why we chose to share Yayoi Kusama is that she let us know to challenging your limits. Maybe her life is not perfect at all, but she's facing her fears and tapping her mark on every moment of her life. Yayoi Kusama once said in 2020, in the midst of this historic menace, a brave burst of light points to the future. She told the world to keep the faith inside during this pandemic. Like the light will go through everywhere, we will finally go through the hard time. Kusama used art to make herself stronger and wanted to give people hopes. Therefore, even though we are still in the hard time, we should keep following the light and do not lose the attempt.